again, it's Alan, and in this episode I'm going to use Inkscape to scratch build a typical corner shop in Stockton-on-Tees. I found it difficult to find one particular corner shop to fit into the area around the station, so I've used these three shops and blended them together. I first constructed all of the SVG files in Inkscape, and they're shown here. I then started to cut out the parts, but in paper, and that allowed me to make a cutout model to make sure that it would fit into the area that I wanted to use. I soon found out it was too short, so then I extended it with an extra building on the end. Then cut it all out in the card, which was 1.3mm and 1.5mm whiteboard, and from there I was able to see that it needed the roof fitting and all of the internal supports to make it stable. I then used SCALESCENES papers to coat the outside of the building. I've shown here that I used the weathering powders to put on the corners or the edges of the windows rather than wrap the paper around. These window frames were for the whole of the building, and I used the sticky label method to construct them. I then fitted them onto acetate, which made it very easy, as this next photograph shows. And this is before any weathering was applied to the window frames. These two show, first of all, the window headers and the window sills cut out using the sticky label method, and the lower photograph shows all of the doors, inner and outer, the inner and outer door frames, the chimney stacks and the chimney tops, and they were cut out on a CRICUT machine in 500-gram card. This photo shows how many parts it takes to make the doors, but as they are built in layers, it then makes it easier to look like a realistic door. This photo shows the window headers, window sills and all of the door headers fitted, and started on putting all of the roof tiles on. This gives a quick idea of where it fits on the model, and I also fitted the window frame on the shop and the headers above the shop ready for the signage, plus the gutters, the barge boards and the rainwater downpipes. These are a selection of the signs that I made in different colours just to see which would look correct on the layout. I started fitting the signs, the front door and the blinds inside the shop, plus the interiors. I've fitted, as shown here, all of the chimney stacks were fitted ready for the chimney pots. Next, all the curtains. Again, just cut out in 90-gram paper, and these were then coloured by my wife. She picked the curtains and fitted to the actual building itself. This is the back of the building, again with another Cameron's Ales sign, and also the fencing at the back that's starting to fit, and also the downpipes, gutters, and the same with all the window frames and door frame. I'd now fitted the chimney pots and fitted the base for the model to sit on. It's now in place, and you can see the perspective between the forward buildings and then at the back the relief buildings and the railway between. In this model, it is more of a railway that runs through a model rather than a model that's built around a railway. I've now added some of the bushes at the end of the street, and again looking at the perspective through the sets of houses to the factory units at the back to the school above, to show that you can put some depth into the model just by changing slightly the sizes of the building. Again, looking down the street of the building and where it fits in with everything else. So there we have the typical corner shop. I hope it looks something like a blend of the three. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you again at Stockton Station. Thank you.